and welcome to Try It Tuesday, where I show you tips, tricks, and how-tos when it comes to crochet and other fiber arts. Today I'm going to be addressing this comment over here by Regina, and it seems like a lot of people struggle with this, myself included, because I never really made granny squares until randomly decided I liked these ones. I know that this does not look like a sunflower, but this is a sunburst granny square. And if you make it in like sunflower colors, it looks kind of like this. So I printed out this little thing for myself last time I did a tutorial on one of these, but I thought it would be really helpful if I kind of just did the last 2 rounds for you guys, so you can see, 1, how I add the color, and 2, how we do these outside pieces here so it's all nice and even, although this isn't perfect because realistically I should have made sure that was all nice and straight. Anyway, regardless, before I get talking so fast I'm out of breath, let's go ahead and get this started. So the first thing that we're going to do is this round here, which is the outside petals. And how you do that is I'm going to connect it with a standing stitch. I know I'll show you in just a second, kind of maybe less talking, probably not, let's be honest. But what you're going to do is you're going to make a standing stitch, double crochet, or double crochet standing stitch. And then from there, you're going to yarn over and then insert into that same stitch. And then you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, basically making half finishing double crochets is basically what you're doing. You're going to do that until you have 4 loops on your hook, and then from there you're going to pull through all 4 and then chain 2, and then you're going to do that all the way around until you have all 16. I think it's 16. Yes. So let's go ahead without further ado and do that. I'll probably fast forward that because that was a really long explanation. I may even cut it out. I don't know. But in one of the previous Try It Tuesdays, I showed you how to make a standing stitch. So the first thing you're going to do, make a I was going to say slip stitch, but oh my gosh, my brain stopped working. Anyway, we're going to make a double crochet standing stitch. Slip knot, that's the word I was looking for. So you pre-make that double crochet, and you're going to insert into one of the chain spaces from before. You're going to yarn over, pull up, hold this in place so you don't lose that extra loop. And we're going to go ahead and create that standing stitch. From here, like I said, we're going to yarn over, insert into the same hook, yarn up, pull up a loop, and then you're going to go ahead and pull through 2, yarn over, pull up another loop, go through 2, and you're going to do this until you have 4 of these loops. So essentially I think it's 3 times. Almost everything in this is in 3s. So now that I have 3 here, I'm going to yarn over and pull through all loops, and I'm going to chain 2. That's so important for later. And then we're going to do basically the same thing. So yarn over, pull up a loop. Had to pull some more yarn out. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook again, pull through 2. I have 4 again, so yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 2. And you're going to go ahead and complete that all the way around until you have 16. So I'll finish this off camera just so you guys don't have to watch me do this forever. So I will be right back. I don't know what that accent was. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm back and I have 1 left, and I'll kind of show you what I do in my head, because my head's a little different, I think, than everybody else's, because dyslexia and dyscalculia. But anyway, maybe I'm similar to other people. But anyway, so the last one, all I do in my head is I go 1, 2, 3, and if I need to, I count, but usually I don't need to, and then I chain 2. And on this very last one, you're going to go ahead and slip stitch right onto that standing stitch there, and you're going to cut your yarn. I'm not going to show you kind of how I do this just because I don't do it very pretty like most people do. So if you were making this into like an actual blanket, 1, I wouldn't use a magic ring. I'd use the chain 2 method or chain 3, because if you don't secure a magic ring properly, they can come undone super easy and then ruin all of this beautiful work that you've done. Other thing, usually what they'll do, what most people do that make flat work, is they'll just weave in and out, in and out, in and out a couple times. And what that does is secure the yarn that way, and don't cut it too short in case it needs to be weaved back in. So essentially I'm going to weave this in, and then I will meet you guys back when we do our next standing stitch to do this outside piece here so you can see how that's done. Because that was the original part of the question from Regina. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have that all finished off. Don't worry if it looks a little funky, not a big deal. Now we're going to go ahead and add this on, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second, but just to kind of explain it a little bit, oh boy, there we go. just to try to explain it a little bit, these are triple crochets. So you do 3 triple crochets, chain 2, 3 triple crochets. That's how you make a corner. 3 doubles, 3 half doubles, 3 doubles, and then back to a corner. And then we're going to actually connect them in the chain spaces to make it look all nice and pretty. So let's go ahead and start that. Let me grab my yarn. I actually ran upstairs to grab this yarn and didn't realize that it was already down here with me because, you know, why not? Anyway, so I'm going to create that standing stitch like I do. And you always start basically on a corner. So like the first half of a corner, but because it's a triple, I need to wrap around twice. And I'm just going to start at random. It doesn't really matter where you start. Just make sure that you are looking at the front. And then you got to hold these in. You can always do a slip stitch start too. I just like standing stitches because I think they look nicer. But anyway, so there's our first triple crochet. Now we're going to add our second and our third. There we go. And then from here, we're going to work into the next part. And then this part, if you remember correctly, is 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and my yarn's fighting me. 3. Move it over here, hopefully. That doesn't make a... Oh, I see why it's fighting me now. I swear this happens in all my videos, but anyway. Anyway, so now we've done our 3 triple crochets, our 3 double, and now we're going to do 3 half doubles into the next chain 3 or chain 2 space, I think is what it is. And then we're basically going to do that backwards now. So now I'm going to do 3 double. So 2 and 3, and now we're going to actually make our first corner. So this is an edge here. And then, so we're going to do triple crochets. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Oops, I'm hitting the camera with my body. Okay, so this is the first half of your corner, and then from here, you are actually going to do a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. I have a feeling my son's going to interrupt me here in just a second. And now you're going to do 3 more triple crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And there is your first corner. Hopefully this is all ending up on camera. But you're going to keep repeating that until you get all the way back to the beginning. So from here it'd be 3 double, 3 half double, 3 double, 3 triple, chain 3, 3 triple, and then you keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and meet you back at the end, only because I know that my son's going to break in here and talk to me here in a second. So give me just a minute and I will meet you on the very last one. Okay, so I decided to just do this whole last side with you. So I have finished this third corner here, and I'm going to go ahead and start my next row, round, whatever you want to call it. This is kind of in rows. But anyway, so we're going to do 3 double crochet. And if at any point you need me to go faster or slower, you can actually do that by holding down on your screen. It'll give you the options for speed preference and all kinds of other options like clear mode, which can be super helpful. Now we're going to do 3 half double crochet, 2 and 3, and then 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. All right, now we're going to go ahead and finish off this corner. So we're going to do 3 triple crochet into that same corner where we started. So 1, 2, and 3. And then to finish it off, we're going to go ahead and chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to slip stitch right into that standing stitch there. And just like before, you're going to go ahead and cut your yarn, fasten off, and then some people chain one to do that, but I don't. And then what you're going